Here's Brody Brazil.
I wanted to say just a couple things about somebody right here who has honestly become one of the favorites that I cover, and that is Chris Bassitt. And I'm not just talking about how he performs on the field, which this season has been impeccable, but also how he handles himself off the diamond, in interviews, in media situations, and watching him with teammates and understanding what type of team leader he is inside that clubhouse. And what I want to say is how I've kind of changed my tune and my tone on what I hope for him in the rest of this season. It used to be, hey, just get healthy. I hope you recover from this. Now my thoughts and my hopes for him are something completely different. And to understand this, you really need to go back to that terrible night, the 17th of August on the south side of Chicago. 6 batters into that game, he takes a line drive square off the face, and everything stopped. The game stopped, but the crowd stopped. The broadcast stopped. I didn't say a word for 3, 4, 5 minutes, just absorbing what had happened. And it was scary. You think about the eye, the brain, how he reacted. He was down in an instant. And you start considering what you just saw. Was that somebody's life changing forever on a dime in that moment? Now, fortunately, that's not what we witnessed. And back then, my only thought was, hey, the heck with this game, the heck with the rest of your season. I just want you to get right. In fact, I actually back then thought, I really don't want you to come back and pitch this year. There's only a handful of weeks left. I think 6 when it happened. You don't want to force the issue. You don't want to rush anything. But that's not who Chris Bassitt is. So we'll get to that in a second. He stays in Chicago. Once the swelling subsides, he gets surgery. A couple days later, he flies back out to California. First thing he does, joins his teammates out at the yard. And that in itself is a huge boost to a group that, quite honestly, started struggling timing-wise as soon as he wasn't around. So he's already making it a better situation for his teammates. And now that we're seeing that physically he's getting better, he threw a couple days ago, he threw again today at the Coliseum, and he's taking all these next steps. And now that we understand he's going to be okay physically, there's the whole other side of this that I really hope we can have him get right with, and that's the mental side of this. Now, he's already said he doesn't remember what happened, getting hit, being taken off the field. I think he said his first recollections were being on that golf cart out in center field, getting into the ambulance. He also says he has not seen the clip of it happening, and I'm not showing it in this video on purpose. I don't want to put it out there more than it already is. He's not going to go back and watch it. Good for him, because overcoming that moment, how do you jump back on that horse again? Now, for him, it's easy. It's number one, that's the type of person he is. He's not going to let it faze him. But number two, he doesn't have anything kind of weighing him back mentally. But I'm changing my tune and saying that at one point, all I wanted for him was to recover physically, to not have any life-altering injuries. Now I'm saying I actually want him to get the opportunity before this regular season ends and get back out there and pitch. And I don't even care if it's 1 inning, 5 innings, 2 starts, 3 starts, whatever, 1 appearance. It really doesn't matter. A start, a relief appearance, I don't care. What I hope for Chris Bassitt is the opportunity to pitch again in this season so that he doesn't have to sit on that injury, on the recovery that he's been making. He doesn't have to sit on that all winter long as he gets ready for the next season. Now, make no mistake, he's doing everything at the most rapid pace possible. And of course, he's being watched by team doctors and medical professionals. They're not going to let him do anything stupid here, but he's going to force the issue. And he's going to force it for a couple reasons, not even the selfish reason. He's going to force the issue because he wants to do this to help his teammates out, as a sign to them, as a gesture for them. He knows what he can bring to this team in this season. And granted, they'll take it. If they can get it, they'll take it. So Chris is not going to be selfish about this. But I kind of want to be selfish for Seabass. I want to see him get the opportunity to be able to shake this off, to jump right back on the horse again and to move past it. Let's be done with it. Because that first time back out there, as soon as he just, returns, feels right again, does his thing again, that's kind of the closing of the current unfortunate chapter that he's been in. Now, as it relates to the team, when he went down injured with about 6 weeks left, that's kind of also when the most recent slide started to happen. This is a team sport. It's not an individual thing, but looking at his absence and looking at where the team had been since then, I greatly understand his urgency. I greatly understand urgency of fans to try and get him back. I just want to make it very clear. I still do feel like the only right time, no, I take it back. The only best time for him to come back is the right time. However, again, I'm selfishly hoping that he gets this chance before the season ends, whenever that is, to reestablish himself, to get back out there, and to close the current chapter.